I was in a deep, peaceful sleep, having a wonderful dream Sunday night. I jolted awake, scared and full of panic, for I forgot to do my homework. Good evening and happy Samhain, everyone. Welcome to the final episode of this season of Samhain podcast, a Halloween mini podcast where I and some others tell ghost stories and old Irish folk tales. So in tonight's episode, we're going to listen to some therapy sessions that don't play out like normal.
Hello, Mr. Robinson. I'm here to help you feel better. And to start, I'd like to get to know you better. So, how are you today?
I'm doing alright. Eric is fine, Dr. Bolton.
Okay, Eric. How old are you? What do you do for work?
I'm 26. I'm a computer programmer.
That's cool. Do you like your job? Or does it drag and is kind of tedious?
Some days I enjoy it, other days it can be boring. I'm sure you know how that can be like.
Oh yeah, of course. Everybody comes in for their own reasons. Some simple, some more complex, but I do my best to try and help.
Yeah.
So you came in today because you say you haven't been sleeping. That you're too scared to go to sleep.
Yeah, I've been having these nightmares for a few days, and I haven't been sleeping because of them.
How many nights have you not slept so far?
4 nights.
Can you describe these dreams? What about them makes them so scary?
Well, they're not necessarily scary. They're just so extremely vivid and intense. They're just freaking me out all the way around.
Okay, give me a rundown of what exactly happens in these dreams. Are you lucid during your dreams?
No, not at all. I would fall asleep and later I'd start dreaming. So I'm standing in the middle of a street. It's dark. There's light coming from the moon or something. I'm not really sure what it is. Then there's this person just standing there, looking at me, and I don't really know how I know, but I just know that it means me harm.
Is this person male or female?
I don't know, both, if that's an answer. No, one moment I think it's a woman, then it kind of looks like a man, so I don't really know.
About how far from you is this person standing?
At first, they were standing off in the distance, almost at the horizon, I think. Now they're at the end of the street. I'm terrified to go back to sleep to find them standing right in front of me.
I understand. I would be terrified too if I were in your shoes. Now, does this thing make any noise, or is it dead quiet?
No. The last time I passed out at my desk, about a day ago, I couldn't hear anything.
How does this dream end?
It just ends like that. After an eternity of staring down this thing, I wake up drenched in sweat.
Okay, yeah, those are certainly freaky, vivid dreams. I understand why you would want to stay awake. Now, dreams can be linked to the real-world stressors or situations. It's sort of the subconscious mind processing and visualizing the waking world in different ways to sort of better understand what is going on. That way, you may or may not be aware of. Is there anything in particular that may be stressful going on in your life? It doesn't have to be negative. It can be any big changes that you have going on.
I did get a new job a couple months ago. My girlfriend and I did break up, though. She left me the responsibility of the kitten that we both got. So there's that, I guess.
I'm sorry to hear about your breakup.
It's not that big of a deal. I kind of saw that we were headed down that road anyway.
So this wasn't a heated breakup then? It was mutual?
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty mutual. It still sucks, though, when you spent a good chunk of your time with someone else.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I take it you didn't have any trouble falling asleep prior to these dreams.
No, I fell asleep pretty quick at night. I got my 8 hours of sleep almost every night.
That's good. Now, because you have some fairly big changes in your life, this could be some underlying stress that is causing your dreams. So I think some relaxation and breathing techniques to lower your stress will be a good start before I prescribe any medications. Also, as soon as you wake up, write down what you dreamt about in as much detail as possible.
Alright. Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome, Eric. I'll get you some papers on those techniques, and we'll meet again in a few days. Hello, Eric. How are you doing today?
I'm alright, I guess. Job's going well. The cat's still alive, so I'll call that a win.
Since our last visit, have you been doing those relaxation techniques and writing in a journal?
Yeah, I've been following the pamphlet you gave me, and I've been using this app to meditate, and I have been keeping up a dream journal.
That's good. Has this helped with the dreams at all?
No, it doesn't seem like it. I still have that dream, and the person is still getting closer. They are now about halfway down the street, I think. I swear that I can hear something whispering now. I think it's coming from the person.
Can you hear what they are saying?
No, I can't.
Okay, the shadow person is just walking towards you, yes?
Yeah.
Can you move at all during this dream?
No, I'm completely frozen in place.
So this dream could be interpreted as something slow and mysterious is looming over you. It's not an immediate threat to you, which is why it's taking its time to get to you, but you can sort of see it coming. Perhaps it is right in front of you, like a chore, obligation, event, or person that you aren't taking seriously, but the consequences of this that are creeping up on you.
Maybe. I can't think of anything that sounds like that. I'm up to date with my bills. I've been feeding the cat. My parents have been bugging me about my love life, though. I mean, sometimes I wonder if my ex is upset about our breakup and maybe thinking of me as the villain.
That could totally be it. If I remember, your breakup was mutual, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. At least I thought it was. We were both sort of tired of what we had going on, I guess.
If she did happen to come back, what would you do?
I don't really know, I guess. I don't even know how I'd respond.
Like as if you're frozen in place.
Okay, I get it now. Are you sure that that could be it? I'm just scared of my ex?
I think most men are afraid of their exes. It's just a rough interpretation. It could mean anything, really. Well, for now, continue with your meditation and relaxation schedule. It's still kind of early to tell if this will work, but if it doesn't by the time you come in next time, I'll prescribe something to you.
Thanks, Doc.
Eric came back in for an impromptu session, so I didn't have time to record this session. Eric had dark circles around his eyes. He obviously wasn't sleeping again. He also looked scared when he came in. His dreams must have been getting worse. Turns out I was right. When he came in, I asked him how he was doing. He said he's still having the dream, and that the person is very close to him now, about 25 feet away. He can also hear the person clearly whispering gibberish to him. So I asked him if he has been meditating and trying to relax. He has, but doesn't think it's doing anything. Since his last visit, I took the liberty of filling out a prescription for that drug that will stop him from dreaming and act as sleep aid as well. He should be able to receive the medication and start using tonight. I let him know about the symptoms and such, and that he should use them with this meditation regimen. He loosened up a bit, thanked me, and then left. At this point, I'm not sure how much these dreams are going to affect him. It may come to a point where these dreams will start seeping into his life while he is awake. If this medication doesn't work, I'll consider sending him to a place so that he can't hurt himself. Hello, Eric. How are you doing today? Does the medication appear to be helping?
Yeah, I'm great. The second night I took the medication, the dream stopped. I haven't been so happy about not having a dream in forever.
That's great. Since you have been taking this for a week now, have you experienced any side effects yet?
No, not really. Maybe a few, but nothing too extreme.
Alright, let's continue to meet so we can continue talking about this. We should also talk about what should happen if you happen to forget to take it one day or if you run out. Also, because this is a temporary solution to your dreams, I want to talk to you if this becomes a permanent one.
Alright. What will happen if I forget one night? Will I have that dream again? Or...
It depends. The drug will still be affecting your brain, but won't be as strong, so you may have it. We'll just have to see should that happen.
Okay. This drug does seem to be working for now. Is there any way that I can make this a permanent solution? I'd really prefer it that way.
I want you to take all the pills you have left and then wait to see if the dreams still come back, or if a serious side effect comes up. If nothing happens and the dream comes back, we'll look at the medication as a permanent solution.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan to me.
Is there anything else you want to talk about today? How's your family doing? The cat?
The cat's fine, maybe getting a little chunky. My sister got mad at me the other day.
Why is that?
I completely forgot that it was my nephew's birthday. I was supposed to come over for the party, but I guess I was just so caught up with this that it just slipped my mind.
I gotta say, I've missed a few birthdays myself. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, tried telling that to my sister. But I know that she'll get over it in a couple days. I visit family very often, so I'll bring a gift soon.
Gift for who? Your nephew or your sister?
Yeah, well, I gotta get going, Doug. My services are needed elsewhere.
Alright, Eric. It's great that the medication is working and that you're feeling better. Keep meditating and keep updating your dream journal. I'll see you again in a week. Eric did not show up to his appointment today. I called and asked him if everything was alright. He answered and sounded fine through the phone. He said that he forgot that he had an appointment today. In fact, he's been forgetting more and more important dates. He also said that he keeps misplacing items in his house. First his car keys, then his phone. While Eric hasn't been having the same dream anymore, his memory seems to be getting affected. Possibly a side effect of the medication. It isn't supposed to cause memory loss, but I suppose it could happen. I told him to stop taking the medication and that we'll see what happens. This is Dr. Bolton. I'm not in the office at the moment, but feel free to call again soon or leave a message.
Hey, Dr. Bolton, this is Eric. I know that you are probably busy right now, but I hope that you can call me back soon. I had that dream again. I accidentally fell asleep while meditating just now, and I had that dream again. The person in the dream was right in front of me now. It was just standing there. The whispering is so loud in my head that I can still hear it echoing in my mind. I have no idea what it's saying, and frankly, I don't want to know. I know that you said not to take the medication, that it is affecting my memory, but with the dream coming back, I think that it's time to start looking at this as a permanent solution. Alright, please call me back soon. Alright, bye. Thanks.
Eric, I tried to get you in as soon as possible, but something tells me it was a little too long. I can tell you haven't been sleeping. Please, sit down.
No thanks. Pacing helps me stay awake. Besides the unbelievable amounts of caffeine. Anyway, I figured it was stay awake or take the medication. And I'm sure you can tell that I went with the insomnia. I didn't want to screw anything up by taking the medication.
That's quite alright, Eric. You would have been fine with taking the pills for a few days. Have you slept at all since you last called?
No, well, I at least tried not to sleep anyway. It's kind of hard to stay awake when you've been awake for 6 days.
I'm sure it is. Look, Eric, it isn't healthy to stay awake for this long. I'm sure you are already forgetting things, regardless of the pills, and that you may have already started hallucinating.
I know it's not healthy, but I just don't want to have that dream again. This is just the one way that I know that for sure I won't have it.
Look, I can refer you to a sleep specialist if you want, and they can help you with this. I'd hate to have to see you wither away.
I don't need a specialist to help me sleep. I just need someone or something to help me. What about more drugs? Is there any drug that can help with this?
Most medication that affects dreams tend to amplify them, not suppress them.
God damn it.
I can prescribe you another medication that is slightly stronger than the last one, but if something comes up, I'm going to have to ask you to stop taking them.
I understand.
Okay. Well, since it's been a while since you stopped taking the medication, have you been remembering things? Like your keys, phone, the cat?
Cat?
Yeah, your cat. You know, the one that you and your ex-girlfriend got together?
Oh, right. Yeah, the cat. He's yeah, he's
This is Dr. Bolton. I'm not in the office at the moment, but feel free to call again soon or leave a message.
Hey, Dr. Bolton, it's Eric. I know that it's 2 a.m. and I know I forgot to show up to our session today. It turns out I've been forgetting to go to work too. I just got a letter from my work saying that I haven't shown up in 3 days. I could have sworn I was just there yesterday, though. Of course, that sort of thing happens all the time now, thinking I'm in one place when I'm actually in another. Like the other day, I thought I was lying down in bed at home, but it turned out I was actually lying in a field a mile away from my house. Same with things in my house, actually. I can't seem to find anything anymore. I'm lucky I was able to find my phone. Also, the few pictures in my house have changed as well. Like the one of me with my sister and nephew. But I'm not there. Like as if I just faded out of the picture. I guess that sort of thing tends to happen when you've been awake for 10 days. Although, there have been times I did pass out, by the way. I still see the person right there in front of me. It's raising its hand up to me now. I think it's trying to comfort me. Like it wants me to sleep. I'm not afraid of it anymore, to be honest. Hey, look, I know that you've been trying to help along the way, but I don't think I need your help anymore. I think that this person wants to help me now. It's standing right in front of me right now, in the mirror, like it's me, but not really me. Wait, it's moving its arm. It wants me to come to it. It it wants me to sleep. Finally, all I gotta do is get to it. thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the Season of Samhain podcast. If you liked what you heard, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, click that subscribe button, and then ding that little notification bell so you know when new content is available. Thank you guys so much for listening to the season finale of the Season of Samhain. Thank you to Jose Loeri, Elena Gurney, and Thomas Kindell for helping to narrate. I have been your host and narrator, / writer and director and editor, Scott Kindell. Finally, music is by Adrian von Ziegler. If you want to hear more of his stuff, go check out his channel. Link is in the description. Good night, everyone, and remember, keep that fire. The fire in your heart, the fire for your passion, the fire that is lighting you up to get after what you want. Keep it burning. Hey everyone, it's Scott. And I just wanted to tell you guys a couple things before we go silent for a while. So, the Season of Sound podcast has actually been really fun to make. It's been really challenging to make happen. Now, this podcast is just the start of something bigger. It is the first sort of stepping stone towards a larger studio, bigger productions, and deeper storylines. Now, this podcast almost didn't happen this year, to be honest. I had plans for something bigger than what this turned out to be, but things did not go as planned. So, as October came and started to leave, I kept telling myself, put something out there, even if it's only one episode, just get it out there, just so I can say that I did something. At least I took a baby step of a baby step. So, this is what came out of it, an 8-episode baby step. Now, this is not going to be the only season of the Season of Samhain. I do have plans to continue this podcast. Now, it won't exactly be the same every year. I consider the Season of Samhain just to be October in general. So it'll be a time for scary stories or tales of monsters and creatures, classic stuff like that. So, unless these ghost stories take off, or some of the other stories take off, I'll probably just keep changing it. But if one sticks, then I'll probably stick with that for a while. Also, for more stories, next year I plan on doing one in May. And of course, the new Season of Samhain in October. There will probably be another story or two in between those 2 months. So for a little bit of hint at the one in October, for the next Season of Samhain, I plan on doing a story that I had scrapped for this year because I did not finish writing it. But I will definitely have plenty of time to write it now, so I think it'll be really fun. It's really creative. And I'm gonna hopefully have a lot of fun doing it. So for the one in May, so for the new story series in May, it'll be one that is years in the making. I've rewritten this story over and over and over again for at least probably 3 years, honestly. Yeah. It's currently going through a revision right now. I think it'll be really fun and really interesting to put out there. So there's a little hint at that. Let's just say that it may or may not include something evil / wants to eat your face. Alright. Yeah, and then there is one story in between then that I have one of my friends, actually, the Elena Gurney. She is helping me write a story for in between the 2 release months. And yeah, those are the new series coming out for this channel, at least. So I do plan on posting to the sister channel, Midnight Oil Games, as well for next year. So next year will be very, very busy. Yeah, Midnight Oil Games is just going to be a place where I play games of all sorts of different kinds, just do walkthroughs and stuff like that. All right. That is it for everyone. All right, that's it for everything. Good night, everyone. Peace, love. See you guys later.